A hunter's heart may not be merciless, but on this day of freezing snow, it's as cold as the heart of the ice princess who didn't want to know. I take my orders, ask few questions. It's no real life for a decent man. Few clear-cut lines or regulations, low on prospects and future plans. If you should hearken to the devil's bidding, perchance you'll bring me work to do. It may not be my heart's true calling, but I will surely come for you. To you who live by rape and plunder, I'll shoot or hang with scant remorse. My old reliable, the avenging thunder, else my rope and faithful horse. Companion in haste repented. I had him take a ride with me through this poor country he had so tormented, until we came to the highest tree. He did reveal in his confession that you were making for the train. This bitter snow will soon be melting, and nothing sweeter than the rain.
If I could just let it be what it is. Ooh, so much easier said than done. But there doesn't always have to be right and wrong. No, no. Dichotomies come crashing down when I realize I don't have to compete with anybody else, and there ain't nothing that can get in my way. There ain't nothing that can get in my way. Nothing that It's a hell of a mess, we must confess there is another way. And this time out for reflection, well, it's a beautiful time to change direction. So come on with me, if you know what I mean. There ain't nothing that can get in my way. There ain't nothing that can get in my way. There ain't nothing that can get in my way other than myself, other than myself. Well, I ain't gonna come at it as the same. And quite frankly, I believe that's a lesson if I'm listening. Yes, the winds of change are blowing, yes. And I can hear him saying over and over, stop what you're doing, this ain't sustainable. Stop where you're going, cause you don't even know. You've been running and running for way too long. Like it or not, a change is gonna come. There ain't nothing that can get in my way. Nothing that can get in my way. Nothing that can get in my way other than myself, other than myself now.
From the Kris Lager Band. They would just finished a series of shows called The Conduit at the Benson Theater that were well received. Speaking of well received shows, as we talked about earlier, on May 25th, Marcus King will be over at the Stir Cove, and on June 1st, Can Heat, along with Robbie Folks, will be down at Knuckleheads in Kansas City. Pokey Lafarge at the Waiting Room on June 4th, and then on June 5th, Robert Plant and Allison Krauss at the Pinewood Bowl, while James Taylor is going to be down at the Starlight in KC. Tab Benoit and Larry McRae at Knuckleheads on June 7th, Lucinda Williams at the Astro on June 9th, and then some of the other shows coming up at the Astro include the Wallflowers on June 11th. Michael Fronte and Stefan Marley will be at the Steelhouse also on the 11th. And I got to ask, I watched that Bob Marley biopic on one of the streaming platforms. It was produced by his son, Ziggy Marley, along with Brad Pitt. And I'm just curious, did you enjoy it? There's such a great, rich story to tell there, and I felt like they just skimmed over so much of the importance of Bob Marley's life. It was, I just was not knocked out by it. I got to be honest with you. On July 2nd, Little Feat will be out at the Hoyt Sherman, and they'll be in Omaha at the Astro with Dwayne Betts on the 3rd. Also on the 3rd, Mike Campbell from Tom Petty's band and the Dirty Knobs, along with Shannon McNally, will be at the Hoyt Sherman over in Des Moines, Iowa, which sounds pretty cool. Jacob Dylan and the Wallflowers on July 11th at the Astro. Also on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, you have the free Playing with Fire Music Festival at the Gene Leahy Mall. They've got some pretty interesting bands this year, including a comeback from Ainsley Lister in the debut. of a band called King King. Also coming along with terrific local lineup is Bywater Call and others. So a chance to see music you've heard of, maybe some music you haven't heard of, but just take a lawn chair and they'll probably have food and beverages down there. I'm not really sure what the rules are, but you might check before you go. Keb Mo and Slash along with ZZ Ward and Slash, Keb Mo, ZZ Ward, and Jackie Vincent. There we go. We'll be at the Astro Amphitheater on July 19th. And if there's anything better than Keb Mo live in concert, I have not seen it yet. Also want to give a shout out to the folks over at Rolling Acres Farm and Greenhouse, that over in Atlantic, Iowa. They make a point to post a video of their shop with our music playing in the background, which is heartwarming for me because people are listening, and it's kind of cool that they're digging it the way that we're digging it. So big shout out to our friends over at the Rolling Acres Farm and Greenhouse in Atlantic, Iowa. Well, speaking of Bywater, let's hear that from them right now.
Take a walk with keep on telling her lies on me. I wish to my soul that old woman would die. Keep on telling her lies on me. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. 'Cause this life I'm living is very high. Been all around this whole round world, honey, I just got back today. I work all week, honey, I bring it on to you. Honey, babe, what more can I do? Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. 'Cause this life I'm living is very high. Been all around this whole round world, honey, I just got back today. I work all week, honey, I bring it on to you. Honey, babe, what more can I do? Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. 'Cause this life I'm living is very high.
Good morning or evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean the world's disaster, could bring your joy and laughter to tears and pain. Is that a lost in need of a love today? Don't delay, send yours in right away. for some evil plans to make you its possession. And if we let it destroy everybody, we all must take precautionary measures. If love and peace you treasure, then you'll hear me when I say, don't you know that the love's in need of love today? Don't delay, send yours and send it here right away. Oh, 'cause I know hate's going around. It's breaking many hearts. Oh, you better stop it, please, before it's gone too far. Today, I said, don't delay, send yours and send it here right away. Oh, 'cause I know hate's going around, showing its ugly face everywhere today. You better, we got to stop it all before it's gone too far.
Music there from Susan Tedeschi and part of the Austin City Limits CD series live in Austin. Long before she formed the Tedeschi Trucks Band, Susan Tedeschi, of course, was a solo artist. And in that particular instance, she's performing the Stevie Wonder track, Love's in Need of Love Today. Also, we heard from Sue Foley and Oh Babe It Ain't No Lie, that from her brand new record called One Guitar Woman. And this brings us kind of to the new segment I want to introduce to the show, which is What's in the Car? What am I listening to in the car? Because like many of you, that's where I get to listen to music a lot, is in the car. And so, of course, Sue Foley is brand new record, and I'm listening to that quite a bit. But I'm also listening to the brand new record from Johnny Burgin, an album called Ramblin' from Coast to Coast. Now, Burgin is out of the Chicago market. He plays Omaha on a regular basis, and he has that sort of whatever it is that makes blues good. I mean, there's lots of people that play the blues, but for me personally, too many of them approach it technically and not emotionally. And so you kind of are missing that sort of thing that makes it feel authentic. Well, Johnny Burgin, in my estimation, has that sort of authentic touch. You get to decide for yourself. We'll play that in just a moment. The other record that I'm listening to quite a bit in the car is from Emmaline. Now, this is an artist that, as we talked about earlier in one of our previous shows, she's an online artist. So she promotes herself and her albums online. And she's got an album called All My Sweet Dreams with some kind of sultry ballads. Pretty interesting and sexy stuff. And so that's in the car as well because she's quite engaging. And so we're going to hear from Burgin and Emmaline in this next set of music called What's in Your Car?
When my baby quit me, yeah, I had to hit the road. When my baby quit me, yeah, well, I had to hit the road. Ever since that day, I've had the blues from coast to coast. Disdain. Said she loved me, yeah, I just can't stand the pain. Oh yeah. Coast to coast. Yeah, hit the Gulf Coast in the winter, up north in the summertime. I left for the eastern seaboard, for a woman could change my mind when my baby quit me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I had to hit the road. Ever since that day, I've been rambling from coast to coast.
How was it so easy for you to forget? Throw me away like a used cigarette with no regrets. I just don't get it. How was it so easy for you to decide that you were better off without me by your side? Turn a blind eye, I just don't get it. Moving on wasn't hard on your heart, so why was it so hard on mine? You made falling out of love look effortless, and I bet not a single tear was shed yet. I'm replaceable, erasable, I get it, but you made falling out of love look effortless. You made falling out of love look effortless. How was it so easy to walk away and turn your back on the life that we made? Wish you would stay, I just don't get it. How is it so hard to understand? I would choose you over any man. You don't give a damn, I just don't get it. Moving on wasn't hard on your heart, so why was it so hard on mine? No, 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 no. You made falling out of love look effortless.
Take a brief underwriter's break and come back with new music from Coco Montoya, Gary Clark Jr., and the Black Keys right here on Pacific Street Blues.
himself, and he'd never let one card show. Taught me any hand's a winner if you play them all just right. Don't ever draw to an inside string, and don't forget to say your prayers at night. When you hit on hard time, don't you hang your head in shame. As long as you got a chip in a chair, boy, you're still in the game. Down in Tickledum, Louisiana, a joint outside of town, I'm up on stage with a shaker in a cage, trying to calm some light days down. Thinking what Granddad told me while I played to an empty room. He said, you may be up, you may be down, but don't ever cash out too soon. You may not have your photograph hanging in the Hall of Fame, but as long as you got a chip in a chair, boy, you're still in the game. Well, I gotta chase fame and fortune, but sure ain't chasing me. We will find each other eventually. Now the last time I saw Granddad, something was going on wrong. He said, this dealer's got my number, boy, and you know my time ain't long. Well, I ain't no fortune teller, but if I had to bet, I'd say go on, man, play your hand, 'cause this ain't over yet. Granddad, it's like you told me, I'm telling you just the same. As long as you got a chip in a chair, boy, you're still in the game. Boy, you're still in the game. Oh, Lord, you're still in the game. Well, you may be up, you may be down low. You're still in the game. Oh, Lord.
From his latest album, that is new music there from Coco Montoya, and a track called A Chip and a Chair. And one of the interesting things about Montoya is, number one, is he used to play with John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, but number two is he uses a songwriting partnership with a guy out of Lincoln named Dave Steen. And so it's kind of interesting when you bump into Dave, because he's such a humble guy. I barely know him, so I don't want to pretend otherwise. But it's nice that he's able to sit at home kind of thing, write music, and then get picked up by national acts and played and heard on records. And so really, it's kind of cool when someone that you can know or see on a fairly regular basis does that. I'm impressed as all get out. Also, we heard from the band Free, and kind of interestingly enough, the other day I was on the internet bumming around, and I was watching actually a live broadcast of Government Mule from the New Orleans Jazz Festival. They were broadcasting that live on Facebook like they did during COVID, and they were so good. It was just like, wow. And then I bumped over and watched the Joe Bonamassa DVD, which is A New Day Yesterday Live, back in the day when Joe used to come to Omaha quite a bit. And it was with his original touring band. I want to say it was Eric Czar on bass and Kenny Crame on drums. And Kenny went on to play with Mike Huckabee, interestingly enough, the former governor of Arkansas, which is kind of wild. But anyway, it was wonderful, but it reminded me that Joe Bonamassa, if you listen to his show on satellite radio, he plays free all the time. He must be a massive fan of Paul Kossoff. And interestingly enough, if you recall, it was Paul Kossoff's cousin, Linda Keith, who discovered Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, that's right. Kind of wild stuff. Last but not least, we're taking a look at bass players. A discussion is ensuing on the Pacific Street Blues Facebook page. We do a column every week called Let's Give Them Something to Talk About. And then people talk about who's their favorite blues rock bass player. And one of those guys is Boz Burrell from the band Bad Company. Also, Jack Bruce from Cream has been talked about quite a bit as well. But let's get on. Let's hear some new music from Gary Clark Jr. and the Black Keys. Both have a unique take on modern blues, and they're gathering some speed. So let's hear from their new records right here on Pacific Street Blues.
Let's change the world, tear our views apart. Before we fade away, can we hit the restart? Go get your wave, let the water flow. Start searching for answers no one really knows. I want something exciting, I don't know what it means. Crickets and funny glistening, stereophonic epiphany. I'm on a red sunglasses strip, riding on a hyperwave. I can feel it now, headed towards a brighter day. You can come along, you can come along with me. Why don't you come along, why don't you come along? And smoke the sounds of the city now, they just go on and on. I've left this place, transcended on, shut out all the noise, took the rest back home. Expand your mind, let the colors flow. Start searching for answers no one really knows. Found beneath the ether wave, found behind bloodshot eyes, the soundtrack of our conscience. I'm watching you from the other side. I'm on a red sunglasses strip, riding on a hyperwave. I can feel it now, headed towards a brighter day. You can come along, you can come along with me. Why don't you come along, why don't you come along? And it's with the sounds of the city now, they just go on and on. you in my shadow, baby. Gonna get the words I spoke. Oh, look out.
shadow. I could take it in a mouth. Well, I'll get you in my shadow, baby. Gonna get you words and soul.
From the album A New Day Yesterday Live, that is music from Joe Bonamassa performing the song from Free called Walk in My Shadow, a very influential blues rock band. Free featured Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke. They went on to form a band called Bad Company. Also in Free were Andy Frazier on bass and Paul Kossoff on guitar. Well, that's it for me. I got to get out of here, but I want to remind you we do make the show available on podcast along with our numerous spotlight shows. You can just Google Pacific Street Blues podcast, it pops right up. With that, we're going to leave you with a track from Mark Knopfler from his new album called One Deep River. Of course, he was in the band Dire Straits, but has gone on to a spectacular, albeit downscaled, solo career. That's it. We'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye now.
Noisy as hell but nice. People don't usually get to play in there more than a time or twice. You had you a regular spot, they were even advertising your name. Better than the usual thing you got, staying just ahead of the game. Ahead of the game. Tell you one thing new about playing for the door. Some of my dreams back there too, with the sawdust on the floor. We're worn out and weary, all of us, but we know why we came. Banged up and battered like this old bus, staying just ahead of the game. Ahead of the game. As nowhere, which is where we've been. Left a dream behind there somewhere. You've got to have a dream. To the train, he was telling me he'd be back. It was a red light shining, love in vain, when we rolled across the track. Whereas the bartender selling beat up car needs a ticket for a bus or a plane. Singer songwriter heading for home, staying just ahead of the game. Ahead of the game.
Oh, my Nebraska. I miss the blue skies and sandhills. I fall on football Saturdays, feel downtown at the end of June. I know I took you